Did you know a fully crafted metal bell mold was discovered sealed inside a lump of coal that dates back millions of years? Not lying on top of it, not wedged in a crack. Actually encased within it, as if the object had been there long before the coal ever hardened around it. And the strangest part is what geologists found next. The coal layer shows no signs of being opened, shifted, or contaminated. Nothing suggests the artifact was added later. So you're left with a manufactured object, designed, shaped, and clearly made by someone, sitting in material that predates every known human civilization by an impossible span of time. These are 5 real discoveries. In the coal fields of London, deep underground where layers of ancient earth have remained untouched for millions of years, miners uncovered an object that should not have existed in the strata where it lay. Embedded within solid coal, a formation dating back to the Carboniferous period, was a small, intricately crafted metal mold. Its shape resembled the form used to cast a bell, complete with smooth sides, deliberate curvature, and the unmistakable signs of intentional design. This object became known as the London artifact, a bell-shaped mold whose presence inside such ancient rock raises questions that conventional timelines are not prepared to answer. According to geological records, the coal layer in which it was found formed long before humans walked the earth, long before metalworking, long before any known civilization. And yet the artifact itself shows craftsmanship, symmetry, tooling marks, and a structure that suggests knowledge of shaping molten metal. The composition of the mold only deepens the mystery. Analyses revealed a metallic mixture not consistent with random mineral formations, but with alloys that imply smelting, a process requiring controlled heat and technological understanding far beyond anything associated with the time period the coal belongs to. It is an object that, by all logic, should not be there at all. For decades, scientists struggled to explain how a manufactured item could become sealed inside rock formed hundreds of millions of years ago. Some argued for the possibility of an intrusion, that the layer was disturbed long after it formed. But the surrounding coal showed no signs of cracking, no fractures, no pathways through which the artifact could have been inserted. Others proposed misidentification, suggesting it might be a geological oddity shaped by natural forces. Yet the mold's symmetry and clean interior lines defy natural creation. Alternative theories circulated quietly. Some speculated that the artifact might be evidence of a lost civilization, one that existed before known history and vanished without leaving any other traces. Others suggested that unknown geological processes might create illusions of age within certain strata, though none of these explanations address the metallic craftsmanship visible on the object. Deep within the jungles of ancient Mesoamerica, long before the rise of the Maya or the Aztecs, the Olmec civilization crafted objects that continue to unsettle archaeologists even today. Among their most enigmatic creations are the crystal mirrors, polished discs of obsidian so flawlessly finished that their surfaces reflect like black glass, capturing light with a clarity that rivals modern optical instruments. These mirrors were not simple decorative items. They were engineered with precision, shaped through meticulous grinding and polishing that required extraordinary patience and skill. The surfaces are so smooth that even microscopic examination reveals almost no irregularities, a level of craftsmanship rarely achieved in the ancient world. To produce a mirror of this quality from volcanic glass demands not only advanced technique, but a deep understanding of how to manipulate one of the hardest natural materials known. What makes these mirrors even more mysterious is their purpose. The Olmec used them in contexts that remain largely unexplained. Placed in graves, worn as ceremonial ornaments, aligned with sacred structures, or embedded into artifacts of unknown significance. Many mirrors show signs of having been used horizontally, as if to observe the sky reflected in their dark surfaces, or vertically, as portals meant to reveal something beyond ordinary sight. Some archaeologists believe the mirrors played roles in divination, healing practices, or astronomical observation. Others suspect they served as symbols of status and power, wielded by elite shamans who were thought to communicate with the spirit world. Their reflective surfaces, dark and polished like still pools of water, suggest a connection to rituals involving visions, transformation, or the passage between realms. The distribution of these mirrors further complicates the mystery. Examples have been found far from Olmec heartlands, hinting at trade networks that carried both the objects and the knowledge to craft them. The fact that each mirror was individually shaped, precisely balanced, and polished to perfection suggests a tradition of artisan specialists whose techniques may have been guarded secrets. On the arid coast of Peru, where the desert meets the Pacific winds, lies one of the world's oldest known civilizations, Caral, a city that flourished nearly 5,000 years ago, long before the rise of the Inca, long before the first pyramids of Egypt reached the sky. And among the ruins of this ancient metropolis, archaeologists discovered something that rewrites the history of communication itself. Early forms of quipus, knotted string devices far older than any previously known. At first glance, these cords might appear simple, strands of fiber twisted together, tied with knots at regular intervals. But closer examination reveals patterns far too structured to be accidental. The cords hold sequences, clusters, and variations that resemble the later Inca quipus used for accounting, administration, and possibly even storytelling. Yet these Caral cords predate them by millennia, hinting at a sophisticated information system that emerged long before writing ever developed in the region. The craftsmanship of these early quipus is striking. The fibers are spun uniformly, dyed with pigments that remain visible even after thousands of years, and tied with a deliberateness that suggests a coded logic. Deep within the archaeological layers of the ancient Mediterranean world, among the remnants of temples, amphitheaters, and workshops, researchers uncovered an object that revealed a level of engineering far ahead of its time. It was the Hydraulis, a Roman water-powered pipe organ whose complexity rivals mechanical instruments created more than 1,000 years later. At first glance, the device might appear to be an arrangement of pipes and bronze fittings, but its internal design tells a story of remarkable ingenuity. The Hydraulis functioned by channeling water through a pressurized system, stabilizing airflow in a way that allowed precise musical tones to emerge from its pipes. This meant that Roman engineers were not only working with hydraulics, pressure regulation, and metalwork, but had mastered the delicate balance required to transform mechanical force into harmonious sound. The instrument stands as one of the earliest examples of a true machine, a device in which energy, mechanics, and artistry work together in seamless unity. The craftsmanship of the Hydraulis is astonishing. Bronze pipes were cut and shaped to exact lengths to achieve the correct pitches. Valves and levers were arranged with sophistication, enabling performers to control notes with surprising accuracy. And beneath the pipes lay the heart of the system, a series of chambers where water maintained consistent pressure, ensuring that the organ produced stable tones without the fluctuations typical of early bellows-powered instruments. What makes the Hydraulis particularly extraordinary is its timeline. It predates medieval organs by centuries, demonstrating that Roman engineers had reached a level of mechanical understanding rarely acknowledged in historical narratives. Hydraulis organs were played in theaters, athletic games, public ceremonies, and royal events, their powerful tones echoing across marble courtyards and crowded arenas. Ancient texts describe their sound as commanding, resonant, almost otherworldly. Even fragments recovered from shipwrecks reveal design features advanced enough to suggest continual refinement over generations. Yet despite its sophistication, the origin of the Hydraulis remains somewhat mysterious. The detailed knowledge required to construct such a machine does not appear suddenly in the historical record. It hints at a lineage of experimentation, innovation, and technical mastery that likely flourished quietly within workshops whose documents and traditions were lost to time. High in the rugged Velebit mountains of Croatia, where ancient pathways cut through stone and wind, archaeologists uncovered an artifact that immediately set itself apart from the ordinary remnants of Illyrian culture. Buried beneath layers of earth and time lay a bronze mask, finely cast, unmistakably intentional, and unmistakably strange. Its exaggerated cheekbones, elongated eyes, and sweeping contours gave it a face that looked less human and more like something drawn from myth or legend. This object became known as the Illyrian Mask of Velebit, a ceremonial piece whose design does not resemble typical masks of the region. Its surface, shaped with deliberate curves and ridges, suggests a symbolic purpose rather than simple ornamentation. The eye openings, stretched into almond-like forms, evoke an otherworldly expression, one that has sparked debates among historians, artists, and archaeologists alike. The craftsmanship of the mask is remarkable. Bronze was poured, shaped, and polished with expertise that reflects a metallurgical tradition far more advanced than once assumed for the ancient Illyrians. Its symmetry, the smooth transitions of its facial planes, the precise detailing around the brow and jawline, all indicate that it was crafted by artisans who understood both the material and the human face. Its expression feels timeless, as though the creator intended to depict a being that existed outside the human realm. Some scholars propose that it may have represented a deity or ancestral spirit, a figure invoked in rites meant to bridge the world of the living and the supernatural. Others note that its features bear an uncanny resemblance to global depictions of sky beings, suggesting that symbolic portrayals of non-human entities may have existed across separate ancient cultures.